Hello guys, so today I come to you with another video of 3 skills that you can do to incorporate your playing to make you better. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 of the things that I do the most to incorporate my playing. The first one is to learn your scales. The importance about learning your scales. Yeah, you can do, in D, E, so on, so on, so on. Very boring. You learn it with your left, you learn it with your right, you do it with both. Why do I want to do that? Okay, let's stop for a second. I know that this can be boring, but do it with a purpose. What is the importance of learning the scales? Well, if you know your scales, then you will know what keys goes with it. And then you will start learning about so in D we go, so that's my 3 chord, and then you will learn your 3 chords. So if you're playing in A, you do A. So you will know, so my 3 chords is, so my 6 chord, Then you will start learning, so this is where my fingers need to move. But you need to do them in a way that it's just so repetitive, but learn every key. Yes, you can transpose a piano, but you cannot transpose a grand. And I understood that when it was a couple times that people say, we're gonna invite you to play, but guess what? You're gonna play in a grand. People say, we're gonna play in E flat, and you don't know your E flat chords. How are you gonna move in the keyboard? And then now your brain is like, oh shoot, I cannot do that. But if you understand that, will be easy for you because you already know that in your left hand, what are the things that you need to do because you already know your scale. So again, learn your scales. It can be boring, spend some time on it, know it because it's gonna make you better, just period. Again, when I start playing keys, I try to skip so many steps, and I wanted to be from not being a great keys player to be an awesome keys player. And so I got lost of let me learn all the cool things, but then all the basic stuff, the director, whoever might be calling a key, and we might be playing in G flat, but you have the things transposed to F or to G. Well, then he's gonna say E flat minor. You're gonna be like, what? And then your brain is gonna start confusing if you're not on the same page. So again, learn your scales. Now, together with learning your scales, learn your chords. That will be my number 2 advice. Yes, now you know the scales, I can play all kinds of scales. But do you know your chords? Do you know where your fingers move? Because that's the other thing. A lot of people, they play, but sometimes they hesitate a ton. And that's something that you don't want as a keys player. So then if you learn your scales, together with that, you learn your chords. If you're playing A flat major, learn your chords, because why? Every chord has different positions. So if you're playing A flat major, your fingers are gonna act different depending on what you wanna do. Now, if you wanna walk down, now, for me as a keys player, for a period of time, it was so frustrating because I was every time I was playing in A flat major, I was just oh shoot, where am I gonna go? And I was I don't know how to do things. But then playing a lot, spending time with it, advice number 3 is an exercise that I do every day. I grab songs that I never heard before, or maybe never played before, and I do 2 things with it. One is that I try to learn it as I play. Yes, this might be something maybe a little bit too crazy, it might be something a little bit too hard, but it pushes me every day because one, I put a song that I never heard, I try to play with it. Okay, so it's doing this chord. So my brain starts creating and memorizing. But then the next thing that I do is that I also start creating sound designing for it. So I might listen to a song and be like, oh man, this song doesn't have an organ, but I can add an organ, or I can add a synth, or I can add a lead. And then I try to find places to, as I play, to also incorporate those sounds into the song. So that's something that I do personally that for me has developed my ear a ton, my playing, and my sound creating. So for give you an example of this skill, is like I pull up a song. It's called Join in the Morning by Tyrone Wells and Elevation Worship. I have never played this song. But I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna just have piano on it, and I'm just gonna try to figure it out the chords first, and then after that, I will see how it goes. Again, this is something that I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for developing. So here we go. And you'll never have peace if you don't let go of. So I found the key. It's in E. 'Cause it ain't even fate till your plan falls apart, but you still choose to. So he goes to the 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and 4. The breeze of path, maybe. Oh, you gotta keep believing, even in the middle of the unknown. 'Cause grace will be there when you come to the end of your rope and you let go. It may feel like you're going down now, but the story isn't over. There will be joy. As I play and I start feeling the song, I start adding, the movement. And then so on and so on. So that's an exercise that I do. As you guys can see there, I start feeling the song first. I start figuring out what are the chords progression. Seems to be very simple song, the same very repetitive chords. But then I start adding the movement, and then I might start adding things as I go. But again, this is something that I do to develop my ear, my playing, and also my sound creating. That's something that you can try. My biggest advice will be just to practice and play. Music is fun. I hope this video is very helpful for you. If you want to watch more advices, more riffs, more videos, more tutorials, we're going to have links below here. So go and check those out. Until the next one, see ya.